Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's look is going to be a Valentine's Day look. I wanted to do something glamorous but still very comfortable to wear because that's pretty much of utmost importance for me at this point in my life. So I did a no falsies makeup and a nude lip because if you're gonna go out to dinner, you don't want to be worried about a dark lip getting on your teeth, all over your face, etc. I did consider it, but I opted with the safe nude. The look overall is pinky and peach because I wanted to stay in those romantic tones. So if you want to learn how I did this look, then stay right there. Don't move and keep on watching. Alright, so I don't have a plan for today. I did buy a whole bunch of new MakeupGeek eyeshadows. I bought about 13 and I really want to try some of them out. So first I'm going to go ahead and prime the eyes. I'm using the NYX eyeshadow base today. Alright. Just get that blended in. I'm going to go ahead and set the top part of that base above the crease. I'm using a Wet n Wild single shadow in the color Brulee, which is just about one shade lighter than my own skin tone. So I'm going to set that. Just the brow bone. And pretty much anything above the crease. Actually, let's go into the crease because we don't want the crease shadows to kind of skip, which can happen sometimes. And I'm really gonna try my hardest to do like a simple look. Let's see if we can stick to it. So I'm gonna go with the color Sorbet, which is this pinky one right here. I'm gonna put this into the crease with a fluffy brush. Just gonna brush it in there. I'm gonna wipe off that same brush and I'm going back in with the color Brulee by Wet n Wild, that single shadow that I used earlier. I can feel myself talking really slow today. So now I'm gonna go in with this color right here, which is My Tai by MakeupGeek. It's a duochrome eyeshadow. It looks kind of peachy and pink depending on the lighting that you're doing. I'm going to put that right onto the lid. I love it. I love it. Right. So I just threw my hair up because it was getting really hot in here with the lights. Move on to the face for a second and then we'll move back to the eyes. So my face is a little bit uneven at the moment, so we're gonna go in with some foundation. So the foundation that I've been using is the L'Oreal Pro Glow because I have dry skin and just matte foundations make me look so much more dry. So I'm just going to apply this everywhere first with a brush. Make sure I'm getting even coverage. And right here on the brow, I'm just gonna get really close with that brush. Then I'm gonna make sure that I go down my neck. I'm using the color 204, by the way, quite a bit. And then once I kind of get it like all over and just make sure I have a little bit of coverage everywhere, then I just go in and blend it in with a beauty blender. Really easy. I'm going to go in with some concealer and I'm using a drugstore one, the Instant Age Rewind Concealer, which is on its last leg. This is probably the last little bit that I have left. Put that on the back of my hand, take the beauty blender, dip it right in there, and then just dot it right under my eyes and blend it into that triangle shape. And then also go on the side of your nose. Not all the way onto the nose, but right on the side. Boom. Bring whatever's left over on that sponge on the top lip and then onto the chin. Take the bottom and just really start to blend it out. Make sure that there's no line between the foundation and the concealer. Then I always take just the smallest amount of concealer and put it right on the middle of my nose here because I do have a little bit of a bump on my nose, so I like to camouflage that by putting a little bit of brightness right where it dips. The slightest bit. You don't want it to be too obvious because then it'll just emphasize it. And you want to make sure it's in the dip, not on the bump, because then it'll make the bump look bigger. Like right there. Boom. For contour, I'm going in with the NYX palette, the NYX contour palette, and I am using this new brush by e.l.f. e.l.f. came out with like a luxurious set of brushes that have the clear handle. They're about 10 bucks each. I got the contouring one. I'm going to use that to do my contour. Taking a more precise fluffy brush, I'm going to dip it into that same color, and I'm going to connect it to my brows right up here and go down the sides of my nose. Alright, but I'm not done blending here. The blush that I've been using lately is this pinky one from a Clinique palette. The blush is called number 4 Pink Blush. Pretty simple. So I'm going to apply that to the apples of the cheeks. I'm just going to blend it out, kind of blur it into the blush. So I feel like something's missing on the eyes, a little bit more drama. I love the duochromatic effect, but I feel like the pinkiness should come through a little bit more. So I'm going to add a little burgundy in there, or cranberry. This is 450 by Inglot. I'm taking a MAC 217 brush, and I'm going to apply this right into the outer corner. So 217, being really careful because we already did our concealer. Then I'm going to go back in with the flat brush and a little bit more of that Mai Tai shade, just to repack it on right in the center of the lid. I'm going to be honest, this shade is a little bit hard to stick onto the lid, so I would say you probably need a little bit of like a stickier base than that NYX one. So maybe like the HD eyeshadow base would be a lot better from NYX. Okay, there we go. I think that pulls it a little bit more together than what we had before. A little bit more of sorbet. Just to touch it up here. Ugh, too much. Too much. There we go. In the inner corner, I'm going to go with this color, which is Nylon by MAC. On the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with a little bit of the cranberry shade, 450 by Inglot. For lashes, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Big Shot Mascara. So I feel like we can go with several lip options here. We can go with like a super nude one, which is a really pretty nude. That's by Essence. It's number 15 and Oh So Matte. Then we have a more peachy one, which unfortunately doesn't look good on me, but I would love to wear that peachy one, which is Jazzed by MAC. I believe that one's discontinued at this point. And then we have Bury Me. I feel like with the outer corner, with the cranberry color, we could pull off a little bit of a berry color. So that's by Dose of Colors, Bury Me. And then the last one I have is ColourPop, which is LBB. It's a little bit more red undertone, berry type of color than the Berry Me one, but I feel like it'll be okay depending how intense you went with the cranberry one. So I feel like I didn't go too intense with the cranberry, so I can't really justify wearing that one. So I'm just gonna go with the nude one because that's just my safe spot. So I'm actually gonna line my lips with the lip liner in Nude by NYX. And then the lipstick I'm gonna put it over the top is number 15 by Essence, color Oh So Matte. I'm gonna skip lashes for today, and because I'm actually going to run a little bit of black eyeliner right on the upper waterline just to kind of thicken my lashes. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Remember that wherever you go and whatever you do, always leave your mark.